of you have already given me thumbs up. I appreciate my mods reminding people to do that. And thank you all that are on here. There is no way I can go back and catch up on all y'all's comments. I just love that y'all are on here talking to each other. Oh, Cindy, it's sunny there today. I don't know why, but I thought you and Mike had rain today like Jen and I've had here. Jen and I are way up in the mountains, and we're going to talk about that. But I don't know why I thought that y'all had rain there. And let's see. Pearl, hi, sweetheart. Kathy, Judy, you're so awesome. And I saw Dewdrop in, came and went. Hi, Becky. Good to see you. Hi, Sally Forth. Christina, Chris, Nomadic Stina, hello. I just love to see y'all all talking to each other. I did call you and you were taking a nap. That's true, Mike. Oh, goodness. I think I've got everybody that I see. Oh, Richard's on here. Hi, Richard. Richard, did you get my email? I haven't had a chance to go back and see if you replied, but I sent you an email today. And Bev is on here. Hello, everybody. Did I send you an email or a text? Richard, I don't remember, but I think it was email. Hey, Susan Jack. Hey, Susan Jack just got off of a cross-country Amtrak trip. And Susan, I can't wait to see you and hear all about that. And Sarah and Tanya are here from the UK. Richard says he got, I think, my email. Good deal. Because I started in text and then I thought, this is too long. Christine Cooper from Connecticut. Christine, did you see I put your picture on social media and I got your email that you were standing in front of your neighbor's porch. I just love that picture and that squirrel. Purple squirrel t-shirt on you and you holding my 2 books. Thank you so much. Marsha, I didn't know you were in Missouri. Mouse Boots 46. She's in Cameron, Missouri. Is that where Johnny's Journey's place is? I can't remember. I think that's where Johnny's Journey's place is. Hey, Tanya. So I've got somebody here that wants to say hi. He's looking at me like, who are you talking to, Mom? You know I do this every Friday. Why are you leaning on me? This isn't gonna work, Bando. And here comes Sammy. Guys, Bandit, he will not get off of me. Okay, he's not gonna do it. You're so weird, Bandit. Nice, Sammy. Sammy, you want to say hi? Sammy, you want to say hi to everybody too? You want to say hi to everybody too? Oh, she's just saying hi. He's like, don't lick my mama. Don't lick. Sammy. I can't get them both in. Hit the picture there. Now, I try to put the phone on her and she goes away. Both of our dogs, Frugal and I, to be YouTubers, I don't know how we got camera shy dogs. Look at this face. Look at this face. She's like, oh, look at this face. There goes Bandit. And you're going to come over now? Just show everybody your beautiful mug. She goes, no, I will not. Look at the camera. You cannot make me. So, I got a text from Carolyn. She just said, thank you. I'm trying to fix my phone. I'm going to break it. I better quit. All right, I can't get Sammy in here. Hey, y'all see my moths? It's on the outside, but they like to get underneath my windshield cover and get away from the rain because it has been pouring rain here. What is my first topic, Jenna? You'd think I could remember the first one.
Desert to forest.
Yeah, desert to forest. Good. That's what I was going to say. So, y'all, look at this. Look at this face. She's like, oh, you turned the camera on me, so now I got to look. No, she says... Now look at her. She turned her back to me completely. She hates the camera. Oh, you sweet, silly girl. Isn't that funny? And I turn the camera back to me, and she's looking. She was looking side-eyed, and I turned the camera away. Now she's looking back normal. They're both of them. They're so funny. They hate the camera, but we are in the mountains of New Mexico. We are up at about 8,000 feet high, And we got a wonderful spring shower today. It never really rained hard. It just rained constant. And got out a little bit ago and was able to take the dogs for a walk, which is nice because it stopped and it's already sprinkling again. A little bit, I think, but it's not raining. And we'll get some more. Nomadic Rat Pack, howdy. And any tasty snacks tonight, ladies? Did we have tasty snacks last time? I don't remember.
Well, we ate crackers at the playing cards.
Yeah.
None,
Yeah.
we had lasagna to.
Yeah, we just got through eating about 30 minutes ago before we took the dogs for a walk. Jenna made eggplant and zucchini lasagna. With spinach and mushrooms and all kinds of wonderful stuff in it. And we had a salad to go with it. And she made some garlic bread, garlic toast. And anyway, so we had a great meal.
The snack was peanut butter cookies.
Okay, yeah. She also made fresh, homemade peanut.
Homemade out of the package.
Oh, homemade out of the package? Okay. Well, they tasted homemade to me. And Kathy says she's having Italian sausage, pepper, and an onion sandwich. But anyway, it was such a good meal. And so then we had to walk the dogs and walk it off. And I'll tell y'all now, but you won't see it for, I don't know when you'll see it on Jana's channel. Jana is always ahead of me on posting. So you can see more real time of what we're up to just because I'm behind on videos. Not behind, but I have so many scheduled out. So, you can see more real time what we're up to on her channel. So you'll probably see it sooner on her channel. But while we were out walking, the rangers, I think, are getting ready here to do some sort of training or bow hunting demonstration or something. And they have all these fake woodland animals that are life-size around and in front of targets. And they've got tree blinds set up. Not like that you sit in, but that help you climb trees. And so we were just blown away, and we ran over when they came back, but we ran over when they went away. And are they there now?
Mm-mm.
No, we got videos of it, clips of it, and Bandit. He's just like, yeah, no, that's too many wild animals. I ain't going over there. He didn't know that they weren't real, and good boy, but it was funny. Cheryl Smith from Mesquite, Nevada. I know where that is. Hi, Cheryl. So we just day before yesterday or so got out of the desert. We have been in the desert since November of 22. December, January, February, March, April. 6 months in the desert.
Now we're in the forest.
Now we're in the forest and the mountain air, and it's just glorious. We are loving it, and the dogs are frisky, and they're loving it and having fun. Not that there's anything wrong with the desert, but it sure is nice for a change to be experiencing this. We don't have hookups where we're at this high up. We don't need it. In fact, it's been a little cold. I even actually ran my heater today, and it only got in the upper 50s today, but it usually is in the 60s during the day up here. And so just gorgeous. But to get out of the rain, these moths keep getting underneath my windshield cover. I don't think you can see. No, it's not going to let you see out my front windshield. But I have a windshield cover that I can lower both the windows, sides, and the windshield so I can see out. And so that is open, but you guys can't see. It's just blown out. And I could lower this, and I guess I should have, but since it's coming up on night, I just left them up. And those moths are loving it. And hi, Desert Deb. Hey, Judith. Good to see you. And I got your email, and I'll get back to you on that. I think I found a place too, but I'll get back to you on that. And I can't wait. But Sally says she's got thunderstorm possibilities too. What's next on my list? How's everybody doing tonight?
8-hour travel day.
Oh my God. So when we headed this way to leave the desert, what is it?
I was looking for this.
Oh, thank you. Yes. You know what? I could also... No, I probably don't want to turn that on because it's going to run it down. Oh, Desert Deb says it's blazing in Barstow. That's California, right, Deb? Granny Bear and Gus, hello from Texas. Anyway, we left our campsite in lower New Mexico, south from here. She says, yes, California. And we left at 8 in the morning because we both needed to dump and everything before leaving the state park where we were. And so we left at 8 that morning, and we didn't get to this campsite until like 4:30. So that's a full 8 hours. And because I had trouble with my rig, and then we stopped to eat. We're doing this green chili cheeseburger test thing, and so we took the back roads and went to this place that's in this magazine, and y'all have to see the videos for the review. But we're having a blast doing this. Jenna found this magazine, and they listed the top 10 or top 13.
I don't remember how many.
20 maybe even.
An article of all the best green chili cheese burgers in New Mexico.
Yeah,
I'm try to hit as many as we can.
Yeah, can y'all hear her? She was telling you how many were in the article. So I didn't turn the camera on her.
Why? Because my hair.
Your hair's sticking. She's got a mohawk thing going on, and if I put her on camera, she would absolutely kill me later. And
because of the rain.
Yeah, because of the rain and walking the dogs, and then hurrying to get ready for the live stream. Donna, hi, good to see you from Louisiana. Glad you're on here. Thank you. So could y'all hear her? She was telling you about the article in the magazine. And so she has been wanting to try out as many of these as we get close to. We'll go out of our way and go try. And so far, just 2. But I think we've got, 3 more or something like that we're going to do?
Yeah.
And compare and everything.
3 or 4.
And so, and they're fascinating places so far. So we're really enjoying that. But yeah, it took... Did we feed the dogs too? Yes, the dogs have been fed. Okay, so Sammy's looking at me. Regardless of what they tell you, the dogs have been fed. Do you know that word too? We have to say comer. Look, she doesn't know the camera's on her. As soon as she sees that the camera's on her, she's going to turn away. Isn't she adorable? When she doesn't know the camera's on her, this is how she is all the time, just so loving. Yeah, she's the sweetest little Labradorable in the world. Yet you are. Anyway, so it took us all damn day to get here. And then it didn't help that I had my Phoenyx had a breakdown. What's next on my list?
5 adventures.
Oh yeah, 5 adventures, and so I wanted Jana to do. Let me see. Oh, good. She fixed her hair, so I will be putting her on
the spot
here in a minute because
I don't even know what this is.
These 5 adventures. So I just told you about that we're going to the green chili cheeseburger places. Supposed to be the top ones in the state. And we also went to this restaurant. You guys, I have been to 5-star restaurants with the white linen tablecloths and just supposedly fabulous restaurants. But we went to this hole in the wall place that you couldn't even tell from the outside was a real restaurant. And they had some of the best food. And it was the best atmosphere and the best wait staff and everything. I think of maybe any restaurant I've ever been to, period, of anywhere. And I was just blown away. And I'll go ahead and tell you, and we'll be showing you the videos. But it was called Bigfoot, just like after Sasquatch. And so Jana's like, I don't want to go to a New Mexico hole-in-the-wall restaurant called Bigfoot. But what was the deciding factor was they had drinks. And we had gone sightseeing that day, and I wanted a margarita or something with my dinner. And so we went there, and oh my God, we were both so glad we did. So even though that wasn't, and it's in Elephant Butte, New Mexico. So even though that wasn't part of our green chili cheeseburger adventures, those 3 restaurants were to die for. Is there anything you want to say about those restaurants while I get a drink?
Well, the Bigfoot. We had 3 choices in Elephant Butte because we had driven about an hour back from our adventure. Is that coming up too? Okay. So, Sammy's like, I'm going to turn around this way because the camera's still on me.
Now she's going to start being a diva.
Yeah. She's like, anyway, there was a taco place and a chicken place.
Crispy critters.
And Bigfoot. And I was like, I don't want to go to a place called Bigfoot. But it was outstanding.
Oh, it was fabulous. Yeah. It was fabulous. All right, let me see. Okay. You just really want to be on camera now, don't you? Okay. Thank you, Judy, for taking care of me. And I'm waiting for work now, but thank you. Let's see. Am I caught up? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Kathy says, so we won't be going there in November.
To Bigfoot?
To Bigfoot? No, it's way too far out of the way from KOKO Fest. But so the next adventure we had was since the last Friday Night Live, we had a mini meetup in Truth or Consequences, and there were 16 of us there, and it was such fun. We had one person show up that saw us at Walmart, and they're like, hey, are you Debra Dickinson and Frugal RV Gal? And we're like, yeah. And it turns out she lives there, but she didn't know about the mini meetup. And so she showed up, and that was fun. Rebel Blaze and her friend Faith showed up, and Susan Jack that's on here was there, and just a whole, and people that Jana knows that she hadn't seen in a long time. Carrie Lee was one of them, and Carrie Lee was last at one of my meetups in 2019, and so it was real fun to see her. We got to see the life and times of Crazy Patrick and see him and his daughter again, and that was great. And JD came. So it was just it was just a lot of fun. Like I said, there were 16 of us, and we just had a blast. And I see Bonnie on here, Be on the Road. And yes, looking forward to seeing you, Bonnie. Bonnie, if you would email me or something and let me know what site you're in. If you haven't already, you might have told me, but if you haven't, I'm trying to track it just so I can keep numbers and everything and know what to expect and know what all to bring, and that would be great. I already know you're coming, but if you'd let me know what site, that'd be awesome. And you can email me if you want. So that was the mini meetup. And after that, hold on. I'm going to let Janet tell you what we did after that. After the mini meetup.
After the mini meetup. It's a little close.
No, you look great.
After the mini meetup, we had made reservations to go to the hot springs right around the corner, which was called Riverbend Hot Springs. And it's right on the Rio Grande River. So you could book a community hot spring environment, or you could book a private hot spring tub or whatever. So
or pool.
So
in a private deck area.
Yeah, private deck area or whatever. So we wanted to do both. So we did both. So stay tuned for that video.
Yeah, that was.
It's going to be a quiet video because you can't talk there. They're like, no talking. And you're like,
you can't. You have to whisper.
Yeah, whisper. But then when we went into the private room, it was like, yeah, absolutely no talking in there. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
So
it was funny.
You'll see us mouthing on the...
It was great. So. And so when we went to check in for the private room, for our private deck area and pool, she's like, now this time you have to whisper. And she was talking so loud. And we're like, this time? What do you mean? Were we not whispering in the common pools? And she goes, oh, I don't know. I'm just letting you know that now you have to.
Yeah, now you can't talk.
It's like, okay. But I get it.
Your
because
hand slap before...
She's like, this time? I was like, holy cow. But I get it, you guys, because, oh my God, this place, the common pools, that even then, I'm sure it can get crowded there, but it wasn't while we were there. And they had probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pools, and they hang out different temperatures, and they hang out over the Rio Grande River. And they, like, one had these rope swings, nice hammock swings that you could sit in, and I didn't do too good in that. I almost fell. If anybody could have fallen from the hot springs into the Rio Grande, it was going to be me, but I managed not to. And they had nice music playing and waterfalls, and then they have an upper deck where you can go and lay out on the lounges, and it was just sauna. They had a sauna. I mean, just the whole place was just gorgeous and beautifully decorated and landscaped. And then we went and got the keys, like Jenna said, to our private deck, and so we had a pool. I don't know the size of it. It was bigger than most hot tubs, like big hot tubs. Or it reminded me of like what they used to have at wading pools, for smaller kids to be in at a public pool. So it was pretty big, and it was fun. It had a waterfall coming into it. And you could pull a rope for more water to fall.
That was cold water.
It was cold water. And then we had 2 chase lounges in there. And it was heavenly. So we had an hour in one and an hour in the other one. And can't wait to share that with you. But we've just been having so many adventures. So it was the restaurants, the mini meetup, the hot springs resort, and then we went to a place that I've been wanting to show Jana for years. I first went in 2019, and I discovered these places just strictly by accident. And it was Fort Craig, way southeast of Albuquerque. But we drove for about an hour to get there, and walked around it, and they let you take the dogs. And you'll see the videos, but what was really fun about that is the camp host, the trail is named after his mother. And she has published books on it and everything, and is a famous New Mexico historian. And he was the camp host there. And you could tell he was just so proud to be able to tell some of the history and everything. And so we really, really enjoyed that. What impressed you most about Fort Craig? That would be you.
I'm thinking.
She didn't know she was on camera.
Yeah. I'm looking at comments.
While she's thinking, y'all look at the moths behind her. Look at that. They're just everywhere, but they're not getting in my van's rig so far.
Yeah. Well, it always... I'm always fascinated by forts. I spent one whole vacation one year just traveling the forts of Texas, which is fun. So I like to go to forts and see what is still there, and if they've ever how they preserve it, how they don't, what's left of them. And I guess we talked about a lot was the commander's quarters was made out of cement, where all the other stone, or some kind of cement stone. And all the other buildings were made out of the local sandstone, and so they're mostly gone. You can see a little bit that's left around the base of those buildings, but the officers' quarters, or the commanding officer, wasn't a lot left of that one, but it was fun. But way out there, out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, real middle of nowhere. Yeah. You had to travel 7 miles down a dirt road to get to it. And so that was a little, that was fun. Judy says that her late hubby proposed to her on a bunker at Fort Pickens.
Wow.
How cool is that, Judy? That's so cool. Thank you for sharing that memory. Hi, Debbie Breeze. Yeah, it's in the 50s here. We may have to turn on the heater again tonight. Yeah, we've had so much fun, and I was so excited to get to share that place with Jana. And along the way, I took her to another place that I discovered. And I think, well, I have a video up about it, but it's the El Camino Real. And there's going to be a new video on it because we did stuff that I didn't do because I was by myself at the time and I was a little scared to do them.
Well, it's scary.
It is scary out there because it is out in the middle of nowhere and there's this abandoned museum and so we'll be showing you that. And I got to go exploring and we found some ancient indigenous earth ovens that are just out in this field out in the middle of nowhere, and just it was just amazing. So you never know what you're going to find when you get off the beaten path and go exploring, and I was happy to show that with Jana, and then explore it with her more than I got to do before. And Surfing Dodo says that love that we fish and that you cook on the Blackstone, Jana. That's awesomeness. And yeah, we have a good time. And let's see, Cheryl says she wants to go to the hot springs. Did you stay there in your RVs? They have RV hookups and they have rooms to rent that are there beside the spa. And so you can stay overnight there, but we went ahead and drove back out to the state park where we were staying. So, but they do have rooms there. Riverbend, Hot Springs, and Spa. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It rivaled anything I've ever been in Palm Springs or anywhere. It was just fabulous. Totally fabulous. And then to be on the river like that
that's what was so cool.
Yeah.
Just look out across the river and
yeah.
That was.
And the river was up. It was high and running, and we could see the fish and the birds and it was just, everything was just so lovely. And then we have also been doing some hiking. Excuse me, Jana has found how many? You want to tell them about your geocaches?
Okay.
She goes, what about them? This too shall be on video, but I want y'all to hear it tonight. She's like, what about them? What about them?
Well, out there at the abandoned museum and art structure, you're going to see. But there was a couple of geocaches out there, and so I got those. And then actually in this park, I've gotten a couple already yesterday. Yeah, so been doing a little hiking and geocaching.
Where was the other one, though? One out at the museum and...
Well, it was in between the museum and the art structure. The other one was at the art structure.
That's right, yeah.
And then the one's here, just here in the park.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell them, so we were at the art structure, like I said, out in the middle of nowhere. There's no signs for it or anything. It's just something that I've found back when I lived in my van and I could go exploring and not have to worry about getting stuck like I would in my RV now. I wouldn't be able to do these roads. Well, you could do them, but I didn't know that back then. And I just got off the highway and went exploring down these roads. And I used to do that all the time in my, van. And I miss getting to do that. So this was real fun for me. But we're out there in the middle of nowhere, and we're at this abandoned art structure and everything that isn't even on the maps or anything, and it's just this huge monolithic thing. And this woman drives up, and she's all dressed up, and I think it was Mother's Day, wasn't it? Yeah, because Mother's Day is hard for me. I mean, and I know several people that are on here have also lost children, but having lost my son and not having a good relationship with my mother, to say the least, who has since passed, Mother's Day is just hard. And so we scheduled this stuff to go do fun stuff on Mother's Day, and we and so I just really had fun doing this. But we're out there in the middle of nowhere, and this solo woman dressed to the nines drives up in this nice car, clean, you could tell she was from the city, and she gets out and she's kind of like looking at us because we're in the truck camper, and we're just dressed, hiking and camping, and she kind of looks funny, and Jana had rolled down her window, and so I shouted out to her, "Are you geocaching?" Because there was absolutely no other reason for her to be anywhere near that area. And she's like, "Yeah," and I'm just like, "So is she." And she goes, "Oh, okay." And then she relaxed and went on. But I was like, man, if I ever pulled up in a remote location by myself, and there was a truck camper there, and she couldn't possibly have seen that it was two females at the time. And in this day and age, not that that matters, but she went ahead and got out and was going to go up that hill. And I was just thinking, oh, you couldn't make me do that. I would have sat in my car for a while and scoped things out.
Well,
and,
we did. Cause
I mean,
Did
her, if I was her.
Well, we even did, because I think I had stopped and she pulled up.
Yeah.
And it was like, who is that? Is it one person? Is it the guy? Is it, so I said, I'm going to wait and see. And then they got out, and it was like, okay, it's just a single woman. So,
yeah.
And then I was like, I'm still, I mean, you just got to be leery. And,
yeah.
You know.
Well, and too, just to give her some space.
Yeah. It's like, but anyway, so yeah, we asked her if she was going geocaching, and so she was.
Yes, and she was. But it's like she just got out of her rig. She just got out of her car, didn't think twice about it, and I'm like, no way would I have done that. It is more difficult doing back road exploring and anything that's not road ready like that. Hey, Joan Pringle, good to see you on here. Oh, they're saying I think it's geo and stuff like that because Cindy wanted to know what was geocaching.
You want to tell her?
No, I don't know.
Geocaching. Let's see, how can I explain this shortly? Geocaching is all over the world, and it's a treasure hunt, basically. You look at the location on your phone, and you go to that location, and there's a hidden treasure.
Yeah.
It's a box, or it's a micro. It could be like an old film canister, or one of these. And but they're located all over the world. Army ammo boxes, anything waterproof. And there's a logbook in it, so you log that you've found the geocache, and in the app you also log it. So geocaching, and I started out by letterboxing, which I saw a letterboxing in here.
Which is similar.
Yeah, but that's what I started geocaching from. And back in the day, you used actually a GPS device to find them. And now it's just located on, you look at it on your phone. And it takes you places you'd never go. I've been up on a mountain and saw big rams up on the mountain looking for that little box.
Yeah.
But it's just something to do wherever you go.
It's so cool. And I'm so glad Jana does that. And so
there'll be a video.
There'll be a video. And so while we were out to these places, when we go places, she always checks to see if there's a geocache. And of course there was. But I got to tell you, even if you're in the city and if you're in Sticks and Bricks, I mean, clearly that lady was, and she was just out for a Sunday drive on Mother's Day geocaching. Get the app. Which app do you recommend?
Well, it's on geocaching.com.
Geocaching.com.
The official geocache app. And I actually pay for the yearly subscription. And that allows me to find the location of all the geocaches.
Yeah.
Some are premium, which means paid version.
And so and it's just such fun. So I encourage you, even if you're in Sticks and Bricks and you're not going to go out into the remote Netherlands and everything, to look at geocaching.com. You got it?
I'll show one.
Okay. Look, she's going to show you one.
So here's the app. And if you zoom in and you see the little smiley face, that's one that I found. But this green one I haven't gotten yet. So you click on it, and then it just tells you a little bit about it, how to navigate there. It's 0.1 mile to it. And then you just walk to it. I mean, you can drive if it's like 3 miles or whatever. But then you walk to it. And then once you find it, then you log that you found it. So, like this one I found. And it keeps it like the activity it was found by me, Frugal RV Gal. I found it, and I always write who I found it with. So it says found with Debra. But that's They're all over the world. Any country, any place
Yeah.
you go. You can find them.
Cindy and Mike, I bet there's some there by your house, and I know that there's some at the beach where you guys go, and so that would be fun for you. And let's see, Susan Jack says check out the Salinas Pueblo missions. We saw that and wanted to go see that, so we might do that. And she goes, there's a good chili cheeseburger in Mountain Air. Good, because I've got to go to Mountain Air and pick up a package next week that Mike and Cindy just sent me today. And thank you guys again.
Who was saying that? I'm behind.
Susan Jack. Yeah.
Sure.
So let me
at
back
my
up.
messages.
Let's see.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
You found it?
Yes.
I think I'm caught up now. And then here a while back, I bought some little bitty rocks from Joan Rock Pringle that's on here that Jana can exchange. She usually doesn't take anything out of the geocache box, but you can. Sometimes people leave trinkets, and you can take a trinket and leave a trinket, and she usually just leaves a trinket. And hey, Travels with Dottie. That's my friend Rob, and Dottie's in the house. That's so good. Good to see you, sweetheart. So anyway, you can go geocaching anywhere, and but I guess someone is saying that Sarah is saying anyone can hide and register one. That is true, but they do have guidelines, and you have to maintain them, and you have to register it with geocaching.com, and if it's of course in a state park or somewhere like that, it has to be in cooperation with the state park or wherever it might be. If some businesses will let you put it there if you're going to maintain it and everything, so that
and you have to get permission in a state park.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It has to be in cooperation with them. Yeah. And even at a business, a lot of businesses, if you're good at maintaining it and going to bring in traffic, they'll let you put one there. Dan Van and I found one time in Gillette, Wyoming, behind the Chamber of Commerce, and we couldn't. And Dan has been doing this. I don't know how many geocaches he has logged, but
2,500.
2,500. I mean, and all over the place. And we couldn't find it. And he was like, I can't believe I can't find this. And finally he gave up, and he had to go in and ask him. He's like, I can't find your damn geocache. And so she goes, do you want me to tell you, or do you want another hint? And he goes, I want another hint. And so she gave him another hint. We went out back and we finally found it. But it can be a lot of fun. Hi, Sybil. Good to see you. Let's see. Bonnie, I can't wait to see you at KOKO Fest. Rob, I don't know if you know Be on the Road as Bonnie or not, but yeah, it's going to be such fun. Come to Lollapalooza, Texas. Jana does a group around the last year. Yep, Jana and Vicky took a whole group around the park and did geocaching.
Yeah, and that was night geocaching. Remember we were looking for the night
We were looking for it, but y'all showed them them everything. It wasn't just night geocaching.
This year at Lollapalooza, Dan is doing the geocaching.
Oh, cool. What are you doing this year? Do you know?
Dutch oven.
You're doing Dutch oven cooking this year at Lollapalooza?
Yeah, because
she doesn't know what she's doing at KOKO Fest yet.
Oh, really?
It's
like, really? I thought I was doing geocache. Thought I was doing.
But all of my friends get put to work at my KOKO Fest. But what were you going to say, sweetheart?
Rhonda and Billy aren't going to be able to be there, so I'm going to do the.
Oh no!
I don't know if that's all common knowledge yet or not, but
there you go.
Heard it here first.
There you go. KOKO Fest or bust. That's it. I can't wait to see everybody at KOKO Fest. It's going to be so great. And Kathy, I hope you make it this year. I know you've been trying. Sorry, I got fuzz from Bandit being in my lap. I got fuzz in my eyeglasses, and they are driving me crazy. Okay, come here. He's pouting because I put him down. Let's see. Travels with Dottie. Starlink again for me. Maybe. I'll be contacting everybody soon. I'm working on the itinerary. And so we will see. But yes, that would be great. Rob did a fantastic job on teaching about Starlink, and people that didn't come because they thought, oh, I'm not interested in Starlink, you missed out, because he had a whole program that was interesting about everything. And yes, anybody that can come to KOKO Fest this year, and you can get reservations. And if you can't get reservations, we have a KOKO Fest 2023 Facebook group where people are doubling up, because City of Rocks lets you do that. You still have to pay your overnight fee for each night that you're camped there, but for campsites that have enough room, they do allow doubling up, and we've got a lot of people willing to share, and I'm so proud of everybody that's willing to do that. Sarah says, love it. Don't worry if you haven't volunteered for a job at KOKO Fest. You'll be told what you're doing. that pretty much sums it up. Jana calls it being voluntold. But no, I'm just kidding. I would never do anybody like that. But I do have wonderful friends that help me out, or I couldn't do such a big event. And we're going to have even better stuff this year. Did y'all go watch the video about KOKO Fest 2023? Who on here can tell me about the surprise that's going to be at KOKO Fest this year? That's huge. It is like a major deal. The park superintendent emailed me and said, how did you pull that off? And I'm like, I don't know.
The announcement or the tour?
The announcement.
Okay.
Yeah. And so who on here knows? Yeah, Judith. Judith says, I made a great taste tester on all the foods. You and me both, Judith. It's like we had more cooks at KOKO Fest, and we get to enjoy it. Let's see. Susan says, go to Schaefer Restaurant in Mountain Air. Okay, we'll do that. Judy says she and Cheryl are going to win the cornhole tournament. I don't, I'm going to have to buy new tournament stuff, because I don't think Dennis or Dubs are going to be there. And so I'm having to start from scratch on the cornhole. And I was thinking people wouldn't want to do it, but everybody is saying they're looking forward to it. So yes, we'll have another cornhole tournament, and I can't wait.
Well, I think I have it figured out how we'll do it.
Okay, Janice says she thinks she has it figured out how we're going to do it. Yes, Megan, stargazing. So they have the private star party. Yes, you guys know. Sally knows. Judith. Oh, it's just going to be, yes, Rob knows. Stargazing. Becky says stargazing. Judy, y'all know. Cindy. And so they have an observatory there. And the people that own, well, the state park owns the state of New Mexico owns the observatory, but it is hosted and run by astronomers in the area, and they only come out once a month during prime stargazing season, and it's a big thing. It's scheduled. When I was there, Tanya said she'll be the UK correspondent. Yeah, that'll work. That'll be awesome, Tanya. I would love that. But when I was there, and I got to go to the star party, which was so awesome, and this was just a couple of months ago, they had people that came in from all over New Mexico, and there was even a couple that was staying at a hotel in Silver City that came, and they were from Texas, that came just to come out for the star party, because they have these incredible telescopes. And then there's one that is housed there that that is like one of the finest that you can get. And they open the observatory up and do these classes and everything. And they're going to do one just for KOKO Fest. I am just over the moon happy about that. And so it's going to be such fun. And Travels with Dottie, I shouldn't speak for anybody else. She may not be able to. Let me just leave it at that. And I shouldn't have mentioned names or put anybody on the spot like that. But probably not. But we will have a cornhole tournament no matter what. Judy, you gave me a cornhole. Well, that was the one, wasn't it, Judy, that you carried for me? You kind of gave it back to me, I think, right? Or am I I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not remembering. But I couldn't carry it after KOKO Fest. And so if you'll remember, we gave that away as part of the raffle. And I believe Betsy took it. So I don't know if Betsy is coming this year and if she still has it or not. But if anybody, I'll be putting this on the KOKO Fest 2023 Facebook group, but if anybody's coming that has a cornhole game or that can bring room, yeah, that's what I thought, Judy. I don't have a way to carry it in my RV either, but yes, and I appreciate that you carried it for a while and brought it out there, and then we gave it away at KOKO Fest after the tournament was over, and then Dennis had his own. So yeah, we need to, if people can bring them, that's great. Otherwise, I'll figure out how to buy two and no,
we're gonna look at 2 different days of a tournament.
2 different days of a tournament and one set. Yeah, buying one set. So
nobody wants them because everybody's full time.
Yeah,
nobody can carry them.
Yeah,
so we can't carry them for.
And she said, she's saying that nobody wants them because nobody can carry them because we all live in our rigs. But there are people that come that are sticks and bricks, and that come, and some people aren't even in a rig, and they stay in a hotel and come out. And I know I've got 2 people that so far that are going to be looking to stay in a hotel and drive out for the day. You do not have to be even a part-time traveler or let alone a full-time traveler, and you certainly don't have to be a YouTube creator. That this is just for everybody to get together and have fun. So Susan, Jack has given us more places to eat. Are you hungry, Susan?
Well, and I have to say that I read the article, and I can't hosted at Rob Jagger's for a long time.
Tell them where Rob Jagger's is.
Which is near Capitan, New Mexico. And there is a place there, and that restaurant wins the state fair green chili cheeseburger at the state fair every year. Well, when I was there, lots of years. They weren't listed in the magazine. So it's like, really?
Yeah.
But anyway,
how'd that not happen?
Yeah, but and we may even make that one somewhere in our trip because we went there last year.
I get to go there again.
Yeah.
Yay!
It may be part of the green chili cheeseburger taste test.
Yeah.
So there's gonna be lots of videos, and then probably a last combined of all the different ones that we.
Yeah.
Which one did we think we liked best?
So y'all be sure that you're subscribed to Frugal RV Gal so that you don't miss, and hit the button for all on her channel. Would you put a link to your channel? Do you have that? And do you have a link to your channel so that you guys please make sure that you are subscribed to her channel. Click the all for notifications so that you don't miss these videos, because I am only going to eat. I'm not doing a taste test and comparison, and I'm not going to do a compilation video at the end. I'm just tagging along with her and eating. Yeah, Susan says she's stuck in Chicago. You're not supposed to be in Chicago. Uh-oh.
Stuck.
Yeah, stuck doesn't sound good. Oh, that's a great title. The Great Chili Cheeseburger Tour. Oh, I'm going to get a screenshot of that. The Great Chili Cheeseburger Tour of 2023. That is awesomeness. Hey, Pup Camper 58. She is camp hosting and has a full campground today. And so I'm so glad that you took a moment to stop in and say hello, Cheryl, because I can't imagine how crazy busy you are right now with a full campground. And oh wow, yeah, thank you all for the thumbs up, and Judy and Kathy and everybody that look out for me on that. I really, really appreciate it. So that was just our 5 adventures that we've had since the last Friday Night Live. Wow. I know. It has been, we have been having such a good time. And Bev says Amazon has a bunch of portable cornhole games for RV. I guarantee, thank you, Bev. But this tournament, people get serious about this tournament. And we use competition cornhole boards, and we do a what's that called where it trickles down?
A bracket?
A bracket. We do a bracket. Dennis and Dubs have always done the bracket in the past, but Janice says she knows how to do it. And you wouldn't think that a cornhole tournament could be that fun, but oh my gosh, we have more fun with this game, and so we'll be doing it again this year. And you don't have to know how to play to participate. I mean, I think the people that came in runner up last year. Oh, and the winners, because it's 2 people per team, each person gets a $25 gift certificate. And so, but the people that were runners up, Judy says it's for a gift card. It's serious stuff.
That's right.
That's funny. But the people that were runners up last year had never played before, and so it's just a ton of fun. And there's Frugal's link to her channel. Please be sure that you are subscribed to her channel, because she will share stuff with you and tell you stuff that I don't on my channel about our adventures. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I show the dirt.
Yeah, kind of. So she got me doing something at the hot springs. That's all I'm gonna say, and it's gonna be on her channel. So that's enough of that.
What?
Remember?
Oh.
She goes, oh yeah, I remember. So y'all didn't hear that, did you? Okay, so what I think next is Phoenix. Y'all look at my dog. He's watching me wave that note. Well, he was. What's Mama doing? He says, I don't know, you're being weird. You're being weird. So,
yeah. Poor Phoenix.
That's the title?
No.
Oh.
You want the title?
Yeah. I'm like, I wrote poor Phoenix.
Phoenix broke down where?
Oh, yeah. Phoenix broke down where? Okay. So I told y'all that we had this 8-hour full day when we left camp at 8 o'clock, and we didn't get here until 4:30. And we had to scramble to hurry up and get set up and everything before dark. So we stopped. What is it? You're looking?
No. It's just getting it's getting dark.
Oh, it's getting dark. Okay.
We
need to turn on some lights. Okay, so I can reach up here.
Proceed now.
Proceed to party.
Oh, there we go. I'll fill you
up. Red Solo cup. Proceed to party. Not potty. Party. Thank you. She's turning on lights because it's getting dark in here.
Oh, here's the lasagna we didn't put up yet.
Oh, boy. Yeah, you want to show them? Here's, she's going to put this in the fridge now because it's cool. Oh, Bandit says, I'll take some. This is the lasagna that she fixed. I don't want to drop it. But isn't that yummy? Oh, my God. Veggie lasagna. Oh, here comes Sammy. All the dogs are coming running.
I'll put that in the refrigerator.
So we were on our drive here. You got room?
Well,
she's making room.
Yeah, not yet.
We were on our drive here, and we stopped in a little mountain town called Mountain Air. There's less than 800 people there. And again, this will be on a video in a couple of weeks. But there, I know, I'm sorry. But Jana's laughing at me because that's a couple of weeks.
Well, and I didn't get any of that footage, so. There you go.
Bev says, buy a set and winners get to keep the set. That's the problem, Bev. Nobody wants them.
We've done that.
We've done that. Nobody wanted them.
Well, that's...
So, but we'll figure it out. And if I need to even donate them to the park, I'm okay with that. It's the main thing is that we have them there for everybody to have fun. And so it'll all work out.
Take them, yeah, and we're going to Quartzsite from there. So
yeah, we go to Quartzsite from there. So
take them to the spot.
We thought that we would do that, and actually Judy did do that, and nobody played. And so we're just not going to carry them with us. Surf and Dodo says Jana needs to come up with an RV cookbook. I have a cookbook, and it's called Recipes by Nomads for Nomads, and it is on my spring store, but we're in the process of getting it on Amazon. And a bunch of nomads, our friends, including Jana, contributed recipes. and put them in there, and we've got pictures and everything, and Jana formatted that and got it in book format, and it is awesome. So yeah, it is a good cookbook. I'm not a cook, but I have a lot of friends that cook, and they all contributed their favorite recipes, and
I've had a lot of requests for me to do that, and
yeah,
not happen.
Yeah, Jana needs to. I was just saying all of that to say Jana definitely needs to do her own cookbook of her stuff, because she is an incredible cook. Can cook on just about any medium, whether it's cast iron, uh, campfire, regular oven, skillet. It doesn't matter.
But
she can.
Blackstone has been a challenge.
And the
too.
Blackstone, she's got that. She's got that learning curve going with the Blackstone, but she loves it so much. And Travels with Dottie gifted that to her as a thank you for
thank you, Rob.
Yeah. So Mouse Boots, Marcia says corn home game equals final night campfire. Well, I haven't done the itinerary, but no, the last night is usually a dance night where we just all gather under the pavilion and have propane fire bowls and everything, and so that we can see, and we have lights under there and visit and everything. So that's what we usually do on the last night, and it's a lot of fun. And I don't remember what I was saying, so I have no idea.
Phoenix.
Oh, Phoenix, yes, in this little bitty town, and so less than 800 people, but I didn't know that. I mean, she's been having a little bit of trouble. And, Judy says that cornhole game equals final night campfire. Oh, to get rid of the cornhole boards. Thank you, Judy. I didn't get that at all.
No, I didn't either.
Well, you never know. That might work. We do have a huge campfire ring there. Yeah. We could do that.
Right?
If the park didn't want it, nobody wants them, I'm okay with that. There's Rebel. Hi, Rebel. Were your ears burning? We were talking about the mini meetup that we had in Truth or Consequences. And I'm so glad that you got to go out and spend some more time with the people that you met there. They all got together another night. Not all of them, but a bunch of them got together another night and had dinner out at the lake. And so that's so cool. You never know who you're going to make friends with and who you're going to meet at meetups. Hi, Lisa Roth. Good to see you. There's the recipe for the cookbook as it stands now. So there. Not the recipe, the link for the recipe book. Yes, it was fun, Rebel. And I know that when you went back out and joined everybody that you guys had tons of fun. That's just so awesome. So anyway, we did our green chili cheeseburger restaurant, and then we headed up the mountain. And we stopped at this town because I wanted to get oriented on where we were headed, because it was the last little town before we went straight up the mountain. Now, we'd probably already climbed about 1,000 feet. And on a lot of these mountain passes, Phoenix chugs along, but she was doing okay. And there have been a few times lately when she's had trouble turning over, but she did okay. And, she's old. She's a 1984. And so I just thought maybe she was just chugging along and having a little bit of trouble. Well, after we stopped in Mountain Air, I went to turn the key. Nothing. She didn't have trouble turning over. Nothing. And so then it's like, okay, is it my battery or my alternator? And it was just, Lisa, glad that you're here. And I can't wait to hear about your trip, sweetheart. And so anyway, she was deader than a doornail. Fortunately, I travel with MacGyver, and she has tools and the heavy duty jumper cables. Judy says I'm a 1950. I can't turn over either. You're so funny. I get you though. And so anyway, it was just like, okay, she can jumpstart me, but what do? Do we go up the mountain to, hey, Creek, good to see you. Oh, love you. And thank you for the hug. Hugs right back to you. But anyway, Phoenix was deader than a doornail. And then it's like, what do we do? Because I don't want to come up here and be on top of the mountain at this remote campground where there's not even a camp host, a ranger, no plug-ins, nothing, and my rig keep dying or be dead. Plus, at that point, I didn't know if it was the alternator or the the battery, and so these two guys walked up, and we had pulled over into this big parking lot that I thought was an abandoned building. Well, it turns out it was the back of the city maintenance building, which isn't a bad place to break down. But like I said, Jana was able to do everything we needed to do. But these two guys told us, they said, well, there's a Napa store just down the street. You guys, this is a little town on the side of a mountain with less than 800 people, and they had a Napa store? It's just like, what? What are the odds? I just felt so blessed. And so we went to the Napa store, and they came out with their meters and everything and determined that it was the battery and not the alternator. They had the battery in stock that I need for this beast of an RV, and a Chevy engine, and the age and size and all of that. And I was able to get hold of my trustee, David, and he transferred the money. Now, the money came out of my tires and wheels savings to transfer to from a 16.5 that they don't make anymore to the 16-inch wheels and tires. But that's okay. I had it. And so, yes, nicknamed Queen MacGyver. That is Jana for sure. She can just do anything and has any and all tools and everything. And we could have switched out the battery ourselves. It would have taken us quite a while, but the guy at the Napa store was kind enough to help us. David was able to transfer the money, and it wasn't even more than maybe a 2.5 hour delay. And so we stayed in town, got that done, and came up here. And I haven't started her today, but I started her again yesterday, and she turned over and fired up just like that. So it was just such a blessing. I mean, the odds of that happening in town, in a mountain town with 800 or less people with a Napa store. It didn't have much in that town, but it had a Napa store. Let me see if I missed anything on that story. And it's the last town before you go up. Last town. Kathy says, turn around and start her now. I can't. I could, but I have to get my walking stick to hit the pedal because my seats turn around. And so without having to turn my seat around and everything, I get my keys and I use my walking stick to hit the pedal and to keep from having to turn the seat around. And in the meantime, my butt would be in y'all's face. And so that ain't going to happen today. But yeah, I'm sure she does start. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Your green chili Riano casserole is in there, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That is her most requested dish for sure. So it's a good cookbook. Janice still needs one of her own, but that is an excellent cookbook for anybody that's wanting one. That for recipes and things that you can do while you're on the road, and in general, there's just a lot of good recipes in there. So you guys, I think that's it for me tonight. Do y'all have anything else? It sure has been fun. It always is fun. I love my FNL sketchy crew. And some of y'all may not even know that's what you're called. my FNL sketchy crew. Wait a minute. Ed took you to Fordyce, Arkansas Radio Shack, and there was a get out of town. There was a beauty shop in the back of a Radio Shack. I don't doubt it. I know, right? Creek, yum, yum, yum. So have I missed anything before we hang up, everybody? Thank you for all the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And I'm just always so happy to spend Friday afternoon, Friday evening with you guys. And Sarah and Tanya always joining us from the UK. That just warms my heart. Thank you guys. And is there anything?
That's their bedtime.
Yeah, it's way past y'all's bedtime probably. Thank you for staying up to join us. And it's just a blast. And we have a lot that we are going to do while we're here. And life is good. And I hope that you are doing well. And just know that if no one has told you yet today, know that you are loved beyond belief. And I send love and blessings out to each one of you. And we'll see you down the road. Keep on keeping on, everybody. Love you. Bye.